All right. Today's SPY was down 0.52%. And on Friday, we did break that resistance, which was the July closing high at 458. But today we failed to have follow through and we got rejected from that level. And we're barely above the 5 EMA on this daily chart. Now, remember, a pullback is expected to at least the rising 20 daily moving average and possibly even this gap fill demand zone between 440 and 441. But that is going to require the price action to start breaking down below this daily 5 EMA to confirm that we're getting that pullback. So watch that level right around 456, which is going to be very critical support going into tomorrow. And if we do break 458 yet again, we're looking for that next price target at 460. And then above that, we're looking for 467. There's a very good chance we are going back to retest the previous all-time high, but I do believe we're going to do so after a higher low pullback to a critical support level first. On the NASDAQ 100 triple Qs, we were down 0.93% today. And intraday, we did test the rising 20 daily moving average and support zone right there at 383. And we did close down below this support zone below 386. So we are definitely getting that pullback that we were looking for. And I think there's the possibility this pullback could take us all the way down towards this gap fill zone at 378. Now, if we don't go down to fill the gap at 378 and we bounce from this rising 20 daily moving average and support zone at 383, that is simply just a textbook bull trend. And this was the pullback before we continue higher towards 396 and then 404. So that's going to be a very critical support right there at 383. And then below that, we fill the gap at 378. On the Dow Jones, we were down 0.11% today, and the Dow Jones did have an inside day today, which means all of today's price action is completely contained within Friday's candle. And when you get an inside day, you want to watch which direction we break from Friday's candle, whether we're going to get the break above 363 or the break down below 360, and that should tell us the next leg in the Dow Jones. If we break out higher, we go higher towards 367, and if we break down lower, we go down towards support at 356 and 353. On the Russell 2000 IWM ETF, we were up 1.07% today, and the small caps are breaking out above that resistance at 186, and there's a very good chance ever since we broke above 181 that we're heading higher towards 189 to 190. Stay bullish above 181, that is now the risk level ever since we bounced and broke out above 174. We are moving the risk level up to 181, and if you want to use a higher risk level, simply use 183 or 186. On the ARKK ETF, we were up 0.54% today, and ARKK finally hit that price target, which was the gap fill below 49, and this is likely where we're going to find profit taking and sellers, so pay attention to this very critical resistance zone. If we continue higher, we go to 50.7 and then 52.3, and if we start to pull back, we come back down towards 45.7 and 44.6. On the VIX, we were up 3.72% today as the VIX hit the 20 daily moving average, and I still think during this pullback, we should see the VIX up near 15 to 16. On Bitcoin, we're currently up 5.66%, and Bitcoin is getting all of the price targets hit that we were looking for ever since we broke above 38,000. We were looking for 40,500 and 42,000. And now that we're breaking 42,000, we're getting a little overextended outside that upper Bollinger Band. So even though that doesn't guarantee we can't push higher, I would expect a cool down at this rate, back down to test this breakout at 42,000 to 40,500. If we continue straight higher, the next price target is 44,500. On Tesla stock, we were down 1.36% today, and Tesla is now looking like a false breakout for the bulls because we failed to hold that breakout above 244, and we're right back down inside the wedge. If we fail this support zone at 234 to 230, we go down and fill the gap at 225. And we can't get bullish now until we can clear that resistance at 244 to 246. The next upside price targets on a bull breakout will be 255 and then 262. On Apple stock, we were down 0.95% today, and we lost that support zone at 190 yet again, and we did test the rising 20 daily moving average of support at 188, but I still think there's a very good chance we're coming down here to fill this gap at 186 and or test support at 185. If we continue higher and break resistance at 191.5, then we push higher towards 194 and then 197. So jumping back over to the S&P 500, this is starting to look like we could be rolling over and getting ready for this pullback because we're already seeing the pullback in the NASDAQ 100 triple Qs. Now, if we hold this support at the rising 20 daily moving average, this is still a textbook bull trend, which means we can continue to push higher towards the previous all-time highs. So let the price action do all the talking and be prepared for either scenario, and always manage risk around these critical levels. We're absolutely crushing this market on Bank Trade Alerts. So if you want to come crush the market with us, you can find out how to join Bank Trade Alerts by clicking on the links in the description of this video. I also have the Stock Show Discord where you get access to all of my intraday updates and analysis. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you're crushing this market. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.